So I'm here on a really cold Saturday down by Dexter, Minnesota, and I'm here with Andrew Hamilton. And you're having a sale with some really cool tractors. We're in that sweet spot of farm equipment where you've got the stuff that, these are pretty modern tractors to drive.
Right, yeah.
What's cool about that 7920 behind you is it's got a nice cab.
Yep.
And if you could buy a brand new 2005 Duramax today, would you buy one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's what is really cool about this era of farm equipment. It is nice and capable. It has lighting. It's got comfort. It's got all that.
It's auto steer capable.
Yep.
You know, so you're into that new generation of stuff, you know, that's important, you know, the technology that's out there, but yet it's pre-emission.
Yeah, so if you put $20,000 worth of parts into a tractor like this, you actually bought a bunch of parts.
Yeah.
You could spend 20 grand on a brand new emissions tractor and it doesn't look any different.
Yeah, I follow you 100% there.
So yeah, we're going to talk about these, but I mean, unbelievable how low houred and, 20 series, and there is, a couple of sound guards, which.
Yep. Nice 4640 power shift and a 4440 power shift. Yep.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, and the 4640's got one of them aftermarket auto steer, AUI units in there. So
yeah,
you know, that
must be a 7980 somewhere in there.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep. I think they're both in that.
I see the Deere emblem.
One's the 4640 is a 78 model.
Okay.
And let me double check. The 4440 is an 82 model.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yep. So it's got the newer Deere emblem.
Yep.
Are those 42s?
Yeah.
So she's got 42s.
Yeah. Nice dual.
10-bolt duals.
Like brand new rubber on there.
You think it was sold new in Preston?
I think so. Yeah.
Which is really cool because Preston that's the last single store John Deere dealership left in Minnesota, ain't it?
Yeah, I think, and maybe even some of it in the nation. There's
There's
the last time it was
left.
Bracky equipment in Preston with the last two, and Bracky sold out to Van Walls now. So
down in Illinois, it's Shiloh Valley still.
Okay.
But
very, very few. So
yeah,
pretty cool. The guys down in Preston, they do a good job. We do business with them. So
right.
Yeah, but super sweetheart of a tractor. You know, it's got joystick, aftermarket loader on there, power shift.
Heavy duty offset cast on this. And knee deep in Firestone 42 radials.
All matching rubber.
Yeah.
So kind of the way you like to see them.
And it looks like it's 134A.
Yeah.
Got a gear reduction starter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like perfect looking, but it's
solid. Yeah.
Well, but it's original.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been repainted.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about all that stuff, but as long as we're here.
You bet.
That's my favorite tractor.
Had the cab kit done probably in the last 4 or 5 years.
Really nice interior yet. Yeah. Well, he had it really fancy with he's got the shelf and he's got the cup holders. Oh, yeah. So it is just dual remote.
Dual remote,
Yep. But yeah, it's 8,000 hours. I'd guess it to be accurate.
I would be too, yeah. Most all Craig stuff is it's all accurate. So
yeah,
nice, clean, straight tractor, just like I like to see them.
Yeah. Who you having the sale for?
So it's Craig Monnier here, just north of Dexter, Minnesota. Sale is December 3rd. Starts at 10 a.m. He's got roughly about 90 pieces of total farm equipment with, ending on the tractors and combines here. So sale won't be taking too long, maybe 2.5 hours or so like that. But a super nice, clean lineup of John Deere equipment, mostly pre-emissioned equipment, low hours. Craig did a phenomenal job keeping his stuff maintained and up to date. Craig didn't farm a ton of ground around here, maybe 1,000-acre kind of farmer. Started out with a lot of canning crops and stuff like that. When he started farming, traded a lot of his equipment here with Eisenberg equipment in Spring Valley, Minnesota, and then he ended up with Kibble at the end here out of Ellendale, doing some service work and stuff with it. But again, all mid 2000s equipment, it's pre-emission, low houred. And then Craig was also a no-tiller. He, about 10 years ago, he switched over his operation into all no-till, and that's where like that big tractor and stuff didn't see a lot of time, just because working headlands down in spring and fall, and that was about it. Is all kind of work it got. So,
But it does have a PTO.
It does have
for
a
a
PTO.
grain cart.
Yep,
Which
he added that here a few years back when he added that bigger grain cart. So Craig kind of parked his grain carts and semis at the end of the field, kind of a one-man show for the most part. He had a Matt here that helped him out a lot, but was set up to kind of, he's a bachelor and kind of doing things on his own, so he had nice equipment, and did it kind of all on his own, and it's here on display for that, so.
Yeah, like the 9520 is what, 1300?
Yeah, 1,350 some hours or something like that. It's got PTO on it. It's auto steer already. 36-inch tracks. Extra cab lighting. I think it's got just about every option. Back up here a little bit. Every option you could probably put on it, factory wise, and of course it's got the American flag on it too. So,
Well, right.
Yeah, like that. So
Yeah.
it's sharp looking tractor, full of weights. Extra lights, yeah.
And yeah, so we should mention too. So this was a neighboring farmer to you.
Yeah, so
because you farm too.
Yes, yep. So we farm, yep. And Craig's we have some farms just south of him and just north of him. So we see Craig on the road just about every day, going back and forth. So we kind of have some history, knowing about his equipment and how he farmed and all that stuff. And Craig everything was always top notch. I mean, he was very fussy how he did things and what he bought and what he really wanted and what he liked and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of shows through his whole line of equipment here, so.
Well, yeah. And I mean, where you're at here, there wasn't a lot of road time either.
No.
I mean, like, that's why these hours are so low.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think his furthest field from his place is probably 3.5, 4 miles.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's all really located real close, and large fields. I mean, they're nice big square fields here, and Craig did a great job with it. So,
one thing I want to ask, at one point the family had to have livestock. At some point, didn't they? There's a little Massey square baler.
Square baler, yeah. They did some waterways and stuff with it. As far as I know, from my experience, I've never seen livestock here, but I do know that the guys were doing some waterway and some bales and that kind of stuff, because there's a Massey baler over there, and they had a hay rake and some other things. So
there's a old Moline grain drill, ain't it?
Grain drill, yep, small grain drill, yep. And they were doing some CRP work and some stuff like that. So, yep.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Interesting equipment as far as there's a couple pieces. Let's show them the moldboard plow.
Yep.
Which
it's kind of a unicorn in itself there,
Right. And I will say southern Minnesota held on to moldboard plowing probably longer than the rest of the world.
Yep.
That was a big thing. Turn it black down here.
Yeah, and they could. The type of ground they had, was kind of flat and black,
Yep.
They could do that. And there's still guys using it out there today. It's not the numbers it was once.
No.
But, if they got hay in the rotation or something like that, those things are still in play. And it's a Sulphur 8200 12-bottom plow. It only has 13 acres on it. 13, that's not a typo. It's 13, 1-3. And Craig bought that plow. It was one of the inventory reduction sales that SEMA had, and it was a holdover. It was 3-4 years old at the time that they sold. It was new, unused. And Craig came home. He said, I plowed 13 acres with it on this farm right up the road here. And he said, I kind of reminded myself why it was slow and painful and all that stuff. I said I had my fun with it, and then there it kind of sat. And we never reused it again. So, yeah, that is a unique piece there. It's pretty sharp. So
was he pulling that with the 90? Did he pull it with the 9520?
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
Yep, it was the 9520.
Because it is. you know, obviously, well, I think when you get that plow, they probably didn't have any semi mounts that big, but it's an
Right.
on-land hitch.
Yep. Yep.
A 12 bottom plow is a big plow, and yet you spend all day with the 12 bottom plow. You could do the same thing with a 9 shank chisel plow.
You bet. Yeah. You know, not a lot of turning with the chisel plow. You hear all the lands and stuff. It adds a lot of time.
It does.
So.
It does. But I that's a cool piece just because there aren't plows left.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
you know,
Yep.
they don't really sell a lot of new plows anymore. And
Right.
Another thing that really caught my eye was that FLD Freightliner, you know, kind of that sweet spot. That's mid 90s, right?
Mid 90s. Yep. 3406 cat motor in it.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best, in my eyes, the best motor ever made in a semi. So, yeah, sharp flat top. You know, that's nice. The flat top sleeper, and it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a staple of the trucking industry out of the 90s. That truck there.
Money making truck.
Yeah, yep. So
That one really is really cool.
Yep.
And there's obviously he's got 680 combine, but the heads, I guess the corn heads specifically, are neat because if you just read the auction bill, you'd say 893 and 1293. Those are late
Model
heads.
Yep.
Are they knife rolls?
The intermeshing, yeah. The 12 rolls got Kelmer rolls on it. I'm not sure on the 8 roll, but the 8 roll, he said he used that 2 years and then bought the 12 roll. And the 8 roll hasn't been used since. So, that head has got very, very little acres on it. That 8 roll head.
Was he 50-50 corn and beans
Yep.
then too? So then that head doesn't have 1,000 acres on it.
No, for sure it doesn't. Yeah.
So an 893 head with wow.
And it's late modeled. Yep. Hydraulic deck plates, you know,
Yep.
single point hookup, all that, you know. So yeah, I want to say, you know, I don't know off the top of my head, but I thought it was like an 05 or 6 model. 05 model. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm trying to think when the 606, 608, and all them came out. That was
08, 7.
somewhere in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's a late one.
yep. Hydraulic knife rolls. It says ear savers, single point hookup. It said it has around 2,000 acres.
Okay.
So, you know, and Craig was maybe farming just a little bit more back then than now, but yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of acres.
No,
on that head.
for a head that's we're barking on to, you know what, 20 years.
Right?
Jeez, feels like it should only be 5 years old and it's 20 years
I know
old.
it.
So,
I know it.
but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
cool sale, nice low houred stuff. I mean, it's stuff that's going to be, it's hard to come by a lineup of equipment like this in today's world.
The 7920 is a one owner for sure, right?
Yep. I believe all the tractors are, except for the 40 series. He's
Okay.
had them. He didn't buy. He's probably second owner on those.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's neat. That 8420, the fast tanks on there. Well, obviously he had a 24-row Kinsey planter, right?
Yep. That he bought brand new. Yep.
So he was probably, there is fertilizer on the planter. So was he doing 1034 and 32 probably?
Yep. Dribbling out the back of the planter. I think it one upon a time there. But yeah, you know, again, he'd fill up and he'd plant all day and
right.
You know, it's again one man show, right? So he could go and, you know, he could leave the yard and he was close and go plant the field and come back and he's done, and you know, so he had it figured out. He had a system and it all worked good, and so
yeah, and those fast tanks, they would fit any 8,000.
Yep. And
they're not
20
just
series, 20 series. I think up until you get to the RT series, they have a little bit different style to them. But otherwise, yeah, all the 20 and 30 series, you'd be fine for sure. So.
And probably even the 8,000, 8,010, I would.
Yep. You could, from
Okay.
8,000s all the way.
Just
to
T models, or they fit?
Yeah, just the T models, I believe.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, those are a handy deal. I mean, what a way to set up a planter tractor. I like that. So those are narrower belts on that.
Yep, they 18s. Yep.
Okay.
They're 18-inch. Yep. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a nice setup. So we'll go show these. I guess we just thought it'd be better to talk out of it's cold today.
7 degrees.
Yeah.
We're not used to that yet. So.
No, it's a little early for this, but and this stuff he did farm this year. Yep.
This fall. Yep.
Okay.
Just took crop out. So, yep. Just got done here probably 30 days ago. So
All right. Yeah, and then some of this we'll do a drive by on the rest of the equipment because I see there's an anhydrous bar
yep,
back
down
there and
really
a rock
clean.
picker.
Your rock picker's super nice. Got a 20-foot bat wing. That's nice. That's got the what do you call it, kit on it, windrowing kit stuff on it or whatever. Nice seed tender. A couple of really clean, nice grain carts. Some empty trailers that are super clean.
I see a floater. Is that a lime spreader or is it just fertilizer spreader?
Both. He did both of that.
Okay.
Yep. So automatic transmission in there. I think 3208 cat motor.
Okay.
So yeah, nice little 220 high-speed stock shredder there in front of the trucks.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the field cultivator again. It's an older one, but it hasn't had a lot of use, you know. So
Is that 2210?
yep, 2210. Yep.
Okay.
It's an earlier one. I think like an 09 maybe model off the top of my head here.
So it's probably not AccuDepth then, right?
It might be AccuDepth. Just looking at from here, but yeah, but it doesn't have a lot of acres on it because one, he didn't farm a lot of acres, and two, it didn't. When he went no-till, it again very very little use. Big shovels on there, so
Right.
so
How many footer is it?
I think it's 63 or 64 and a half, whatever they call that bigger one.
Okay.
So
So yeah, that was pulled with the 9520.
correct, yeah.
Yeah. You weren't hooking that to anything else. Well, I
No.
suppose the 7920 would do with the wings up for
Yeah.
sure. But that 7920 is
It's cherry, yeah. It's nice, yeah. Nice loader, all integrated, quick attach, on off. So
yeah, it's IVT.
yeah. Active
and-
seat.
Yeah, it's pretty loaded up.
Suspension in the front, it's got the suspended front end,
Yeah.
the heavier front end underneath it. So
Well, in that loader, I'm assuming he maybe load lime.
not even. I mean, mostly maybe a little snow work with it and around the yard more than anything.
Okay.
And if maybe push a few rock up or something like that in the rock pile or something. But
Because there was no livestock around here.
No,
It was,
no.
So she hasn't
Just
seen
a
manure
crop farm.
and
yeah, just a crop farm. So
huh,
and it's got a set of forks there that you go, that's all
Yep.
separate with it.
pallet forks
Yep.
and I see there's a grapple on that 4440.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I'll jump out and take a look at these, but everything's running, so it's kind of hard to. Obviously, it's a little harder to hear, anyways. But yeah,
Sure.
let's look at the. They are clean.
Yep. Nice.
So there's weight
Hub,
bracket,
sets
sound
of
guard
hubs
stuff.
and-
Yeah. What are the duals off of? Just extra?
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a set for that 6150R
Oh,
in case
okay.
he ever wanted to do that up like on a rock picker or whatever.
Yep.
I think these would be the match for that.
Okay. So yeah, the 9520 here. Yeah, that
Yeah, look at the
PTO.
drawbar here. I mean, it's
Yep.
swinging drawbar.
Swing drawbar and
I mean, and John Deere factory install. I mean, Kibble there in Ellendale put that on.
well, I bet that was expensive.
Yeah.
But
At the time, I bet you 25,000 somewhere there.
yeah. Well, yeah, good light package on this one. A lot of rubber.
Yeah, the rollers are all in nice shape.
Yeah. 8420 obviously set up for row crop.
Yep. Yeah.
So this was Eisenberg. So this was before SEMA
Yep.
and before Midwest.
Yep. Probably some of the last stuff that sold out of Eisenberg
Okay.
right in that time frame.
And this has the premium lighting on
Yeah.
this one. Yep.
Yeah, when Craig went to town, he checked all the boxes. There wasn't too many things missed. So.
I bet he broke their hearts when he decided he didn't want to have emissions tractor.
Yeah, right. Because he was a good, well,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
a family of good customers down there.
So was this sold new in
I
Spring
believe,
Valley?
yeah,
also?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, boy. So factory joystick and everything in this tractor.
It came right off the line, and set up this way.
And 46s
Yep.
on a 7920 is
Yep.
that's a good option.
You bet. Yeah, you don't see everyone with that. So
Right.
suspended front end
Wow.
to handle the loader.
Boy.
So,
Yeah, that loader doesn't look like it's done.
nothing.
Right. Yeah.
And look at the cutting blades. So, I mean,
Look at the paint
Paint
inside
still.
the bucket.
yeah.
Like, man. Got to keep her grease,
Yeah.
you know. Jump up in the cab once. So yeah, active seat, foot throttle.
Yeah. The loader.
Well, that's handy for a loader, ain't it?
Ain't that? Yeah.
Yeah. 989 hours. Does it really have, let's see. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. All right, okay. Because I'm like, there's no way it has 6.
No.
But yeah, it's just
Yeah, right.
triple remotes, but the loader is plumbed in separate.
Yep. 100%. Yep. Quick upper down there, and that's just your 3-point.
Okay. So, boy, that's a nice tractor.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it still smells new. And
Yeah. The plastic on 9520 was still on the seat until this fall.
Really?
First day, yeah.
Why did you take it off?
Yeah.
It finally
Guy
wore out.
tearing it.
Oh,
Tearing it. You know? So,
she only could have just lasted a little bit longer.
I thought.
So then 6150R. So this would have a DPF on it, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, this is one of the newer ones that he bought, and its main job was just a snowblower.
Okay.
So that's kind of why he bought it. It's got the creeper gears in it. That's why he liked to, blow snow with it. Nice rock.
Got a rock box on her?
He liked them, like their sturdy built ones.
Yep.
So
I mean, it's a nice tractor.
you bet.
Well, and there's a set of duals there for it if
Yeah,
you
if you want
wanted
to duel it up, yeah, that stuff will all be sold after the tractors, all them weights
Okay.
and stuff. So well,
And we saw the 46 and the 44, but I guess we didn't talk much about it. He did put an ATU on it. So she's got an ATU, LED lights on everything.
yeah.
Those are some heavy duals.
Yep.
Good rubber,
Yeah.
quick hitch. Yeah, this is boy, we were talking about this. You're a young farmer starting out right
This
here.
would be the machine for you. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you
can
can
do a
get
lot of work with
work.
it. Yeah. You can put something behind it, get some work done yet in a day.
Yeah.
You can start up farming in today's world with not breaking the bank if you really wanted to.
Right.
Just put a little more time into some of this stuff, and it's stuff that you can work on.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, this that's
now
pretty cool.
all of us got started is in something like this. So
Right. I got started with an open station.
yeah.
So floater truck. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That I might know a guy that'd be interested in that.
Sure.
Yeah,
he drove that back from I think he's up by Albertville or Paynesville or something.
Really?
Down there. Yeah.
I bet it was really
I bet
quiet
that
on the road.
I bet that was a fun ride. Yeah.
So this T800, this is a factory day cab, looks
Yep.
like.
Yep.
What's this got for an engine? This Cat?
Yeah, I think he was a big
C12?
cat lover. Yes. Let's just double check. That's 3406 in both of them.
Oh, really?
E models.
Okay.
Yep.
This one though, I mean, boy, this is a really cool FLD. If this had dual exhaust, I might know where this came from, but 13 speed. Boy, yeah. The chrome gauge, or I think those are added on, but yeah, 13 speed with a chrome stick and an FLD with a cat. Most of these were Detroit powered,
Yep.
Which there's nothing wrong with a Series 60.
Yep.
But if you want to go up the hill, you want to be the first guy to the top of the hill,
This would be the machine to do it.
right? Like, wow, that is knee deep in rubber.
Yeah.
Looks like those are virgin tires too.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not matching, but still.
No. I think, yeah. The axles are, and that's about it.
Yeah.
The same on this one and the same on that one.
Must have must have did some framework to it, or they had the fifth wheel off.
I think they switched fifth wheels or something
Okay.
like that. So
Boy, that frame is not rust jacked at all.
no, and we have the extra fairing and stuff too for it. You know, the extra
Right.
fairings and stuff that go with it. It's going to sell with it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really neat truck. So, stock chopper. That's a later stock chopper.
Yeah. Nice 220 high speed.
Yep.
Or 520. Excuse me, 520. 2-point, 3-point mount. You know.
Yep. Yep.
You don't see a lot of them in this country that way.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And then here's that. Boy, this field cultivator is clean.
Pretty sharp, yeah. I mean, just look at this is factory teeth still on it yet, so.
Yeah. Nice. Knock on.
Yep.
Sweeps.
Yep.
Yep. Boy, it does. I mean, it's clean.
It is.
So a 2210, that'd be mid 2000s, wouldn't
Yeah, I'm guessing this, like, maybe even later, like 2009,
it? Okay.
10 model, somewhere in there.
Well, yeah, 980s were made yet for
Yeah.
probably then. Okay.
Mid 90s, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I like it.
Well,
And then here's that plow. Like,
pretty.
a brand.
Of course, like most of them, they get in the shed, but, the paint's down a little bit, but outside of that,
Right.
the bottoms are like new.
Wow.
So,
Well, and if you don't have tractor enough, just cut it in half.
yeah.
Make two out of it.
I guess that's capable of these things.
I would
so.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Actually, look.
Yeah.
There's your
You can actually make it a 6-bottom if you wanted to.
right.
So,
Well, there you go. You and a buddy go in on it, and you can have
halves.
two plows.
Whoever
Right?
wants to own the half, whichever half.
Boy, I tell you what, if you hit a rock with this, you look at some of those older plows, the way they're built versus this, unbelievable.
Unreal.
There's
This-
a lot of
This holds the ground. I mean, this isn't going to give up. Like even the 3710s and stuff will kind of give in certain soil conditions.
What do you think it weighs?
I don't know. Yeah, should take a trailer to put her on.
Well, yeah, look at the tail wheel on
Yeah.
us. That's the front drive axle, or front drive tire off a 6620 for the tail wheel, right? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting, the old mini mow grain drill. I like that.
Yeah.
She needs tires, though.
She does need some rubber.
An old hay
Side
rake.
yeah,
Yep. And then there's the
Massey.
Massey baler,
yeah,
of all things.
yeah.
Did he kind of collect some of these some of these old small
Yeah,
tractors?
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because there's
He had a little run of it. He claims that yellow, is it a C, was used up in North Dakota.
like a county deal.
No,
or?
it was off an Air Force base, and they brought it's the B, industrial B.
Oh, yep.
It's used on the Air Force base back in World War II. Like move airplanes and stuff around with it up there. At least that's the story he said that he got told. He said he can't prove anything, but yeah, that's what it. He just thought that was kind of a neat story. So
Yeah. Wait, had plenty of stuff to mow the grass. There's a
Yeah.
belly mower on three
Yeah.
of them, right?
yeah, yep,
The old C. That must be and a WD-45.
yeah,
Little 3-point backhoe.
yeah.
Huh.
And all the little goodies,
Yeah. All front fuel tanks
Yeah.
and
both
Oh.
series, wide and narrow.
yeah. Gauge wheels. Huh. Well, yeah, there's some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, sure.
That planter, I guess we should show the planter.
Yeah, it's a 2015 there, 4900. Pretty much, 24-row, 30-inch.
That's vacuum, right? Or is it high speed?
That has got the electric units on it.
Okay.
Electric drive,
But yeah,
air delivery.
bulk fill, yeah.
Yeah, bulk fill, and then it's got the hydraulic down pressure
Okay.
in it. Liquid fertilizer in row.
Yep.
Electric drive unit, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice planter.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
That's interesting. So
clean,
yeah.
you know,
So,
getting
like-
low acres, you know, I mean, you're talking 15, so it's going on its 10th year. So 15,000 acres, you know, if it's 1,000
Yeah.
acres a year. So
Huh. No, you don't see a lot of Kinsey 24 rows.
No.
Well, this came out of Grand Meadow.
Grand
then?
Meadow, yep, bought new right in
Okay.
yep, for Jane S. Repair, yep. So,
Okay.
Yep.
So then, and there's
There's the heads, yeah.
the heads. Yeah, low acres on that 893 especially.
Yeah.
Man. Stock stompers on both of them, and you said this one's got a Calmer kit, right?
Yep, Calmer roll units in there.
Yeah, hell, he probably, to get to most of his ground, he probably just left it on and drove down the road, didn't he?
I think that's what it took place, yeah.
Well, yeah, look at the paint on the auger yet on that
Yeah.
893.
Yeah.
That's probably as nice of an 893 as you'll find.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Yeah, boy, that's clean. I like that. Well, and so a 635.
Yep, Hydroflex there.
Yep. With a
With an
Air bar.
Prairie, yep. Prairie
AWS bar.
Yeah, I believe so. Is it
Okay.
Prairie or? I thought it was Prairie bar. Super clean, maybe original poly yet underneath there.
Well, and you could buy this head, and everybody wants a draper now, but you know, for what you could buy this head for, you'd have to save a lot of beans to
Yeah.
pay for the difference between
We run one of each, and there's a lot of times where the auger head will be able to go longer and later than the draper will. You know, I know there's guys that'll argue against it, but that's our experience. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes with it. So
No, this would be a good head for.
So,
And then, well, we could show the. Well, if we walk this far, we might as well. We're already cold,
yeah,
you know. Got a little 3-point boom sprayer.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that went on the 8420
Yeah.
after planting.
Yep, and that's where some of the inboard tanks, you know, he used that because he was spraying with that.
Yep.
You know, it was nice, clean setup there. Like 80-foot boom.
Right.
It might be 90-foot boom, I think.
So 4930, that is a big sprayer.
Yeah, 120-foot boom on that, low hourward.
Yeah, look at the tires and the wheel motors on that
Yeah.
one. I mean, a 4730 is a pretty good sized sprayer, but
Yeah,
compared to this, wow.
this is an animal here.
Yeah.
It has a wide drop set for it.
This
but
probably has a 9-liter in it then, right?
I would believe so, yeah.
Oh, there's still plastic on the seat of this
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. Sells with 2630.
So a pair of grain carts.
He wanted to know, on this Frontier, he special ordered it with the 22-inch auger. There's a lot of them that didn't have that large auger on it.
Really?
Yeah, he says there's not too many of them out there like that.
Huh.
So,
And this thing is just a monster.
yeah, this is a beast. He always considered this his mother bed. Everybody talks about having a mother bed. That's what he used
Right.
that for. Parked at the end of the field for mostly and filled it
Wow.
up. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's got big tracks,
Yeah.
the equalizer or whatever.
I think they're 50-inch tracks.
Okay.
So.
Here's the fairings for the FLD.
Yep. So that trucks will sit in here. He's got them plugged in over there.
Okay.
It's got a lube
Automatic
center.
greaser on
Yeah,
it?
you bet.
Wow.
Look at the width of those bogey wheels. Yeah.
That is crazy. So yeah, compaction with that wide. I don't know if I've seen tracks that wide.
Yeah, that's the first ones I've ever been around.
Did he order it that way specifically?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I suppose no-till, and he was really worried about
Yep.
compaction.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, that is a massive. Boy, if you're not paying attention, looking at your phone,
There's
you
a
make
lot
a
of-
mess.
Don't bring the shovel, bring the skid loader.
Right.
So yeah, here's a couple Timpties. I think this is the 14. There's a 14 and a 12. like
Okay.
a 7. This one here's got electric tarp on it. The other two have manuals, but
He
pretty
must
darn
have.
clean.
Well, yeah, he must have hired somebody to polish the rails.
Yep. The guy came out, polished the rails and the tires and the rims. So,
Okay. Boy, that's nice.
Sharp
That is-
looking trailers. I always like the black ones if you can keep them clean.
Right.
So
Right.
bought all brand new here in Mankato. So,
Yeah, 3 of them. Wow.
so old fertilizer trailer. She's just kind of an old.
Tender trailer.
Yeah,
Is that a
okay.
straight truck?
Yeah, that's kind of. I kind of like this truck there. Back in the day, to have a straight truck like that.
Oh.
Just.
Well, yeah. I mean, because
You'd be the talk of the
we always
neighborhood.
kind of laugh. Some of the old tandems with they'd have a automatic transmission or a 5 and a 2 with a
Right.
gas engine, and
Right.
and a guy with a gravity box and a 1086 would pass him.
Right. Not
Where?
the case here.
No.
I wanna
Oh, you were-
see, I want to see what.
13 speed with a sunroof.
Yeah, it's got a 60 series Detroit at 12.7,
Yeah.
so it's got plenty of power.
This is stylish.
Sharp looking old grain truck, ain't it?
So she's a 91.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
Yeah. Is this a Scott hoist? I bet. Is it? The yellow Rams must be a Scott.
I would
Ain't
guess
it?
so. Yeah.
Aluminum buds, 8 bag. Yeah, this is a neat truck.
Dual exhaust.
Oh yeah. Well, I like that. Got an old drag.
Yeah. This is ripper roller back here.
Yeah. Yeah, Mandaco Road. That's one thing. Nice country down here, but you guys got rocks.
We do have rocks. Yeah. They're getting better if you stay after them, but yeah, and just being able to combine. I mean, the insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Just to have the cutability, you get that tough conditions.
Right.
Cut beans when it's raining, just about if you have the right setup. So.
Yeah. And couple anhydrous bars.
Yep.
Huh?
Well, 3-point mounted one. Don't pull type. So.
Yep. I don't know, anhydrous is making a comeback around us.
It is, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, nice rock picker.
Yeah, it hasn't had a lot of use.
Well, yeah, that's a, nice setup.
That.
But so when is the sale?
So it's December 3rd here, this coming Tuesday.
It is
10
live.
o'clock. Yep, live online. Online bidding is available there for everybody that can't make it to the sale. Yeah, starts at 10 o'clock, will probably be done around noonish or so. Hopefully
Yep.
it's a little bit warmer for you to stand
We're
out
hoping
here. But
so. Yeah.
But yeah, nice clean line of Craig Monnier, here right north of Dexter, Minnesota. So
Yeah, it's easy to get to because
Yep.
you're right off of 90.
yeah, if you have there's a whole catalog. There's videos posted on everything online too. HMauctiongroup.com. Get to that and give us a call, at the office there or whatever, 584 or 507-584-0133. We'll handle any questions. Trucking's available. We can help you get some carriers and help load anything out that needs to be loaded or anything like that. It's not an issue. So
Yeah, this is a sale where, you're pretty confident with this equipment, aren't you?
oh yeah, I mean this is as good as it gets in the used market. Let's
Right.
just be honest. So
Yep.
so,
This is, there's some stuff here that this is, if you're looking, this is probably the stuff to buy.
yep.
So, all right, well, thanks.
Thank you.